Shalom, family. Peace be with you. As the previous video showed, Mashiach, Yeshua, was crowned king and sat on the throne of Judah in 1914 AD, heavenly Jerusalem. Psalm 110 verse 1 said that Yahweh said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I place thine enemies as a footstool to your feet. Well, where is Yahweh Jehovah? He's in heaven. The temple in Jerusalem was never rebuilt. Nobody rebuilt it. So Yeshua was crowned in heaven, heavenly Jerusalem. So what about the Jews returning to their land? Well, the true Israelites and their descendants will return to their inheritance, but not in this world. It will be in the world to come. Why? Because there will be a time of distress that must happen first, very, very soon, a time of distress that has never happened nor never will again. Yeshua's enemies must be removed off of this earth before his people can have any true peace on this planet. All right? And all Baal worship and all Babylonish worship must also be destroyed and removed. All Baal worship, all Babylon worship must be gone. Notice in Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, it says, at that time the great prince Michael, who stands beside the sons of your people, will appear. It will be a time of trouble, the like of which has never been since the nation came into being. At that time your people will be rescued, all who are found inscribed in the book. All right. So Yeshua will be in command of his heavenly soldiers and his angelic armies. Yeshua will fight for his true people. We will not do any of the physical fighting. Mashiach and his heavenly armies will be in position to protect us. All right. And it's going to be a terrible time. There's no doubt about that. There will be fighting. There will be all kind of activities that will be going on to try to fight. They're going to try to fight Yeshua and his people. And we know what war is like. We've seen it. We hear about it on the news. It's going to be worldwide this time. But Mashiach, Yeshua, he's going to take them out. But all Baal worship must be removed off of this earth. All Babylonish type of worship will be gone. So just like the Hebrew Israelites in Egypt with Moses. Remember Moses told them to sacrifice a sheep and take the blood and splash it on the doorpost in order to be saved from Jehovah passing over their homes. The Passover, right? Passover, that angel was passing over under Jehovah's command. So we today must also accept the sacrificial blood of Yeshua that he shed to save us before that final war begins. After that final war is over and Yeshua has destroyed all his enemies and all Baal worship is removed, then his true people, the true Jews, and their descendants will receive their inheritance. Notice in Ezekiel chapter 47, verse 13 and 14, it says, thus said the Lord God, there shall be the boundaries of the land that you shall allot to the 12 tribes of Israel. Joseph shall receive 2 portions, and you shall share the rest equally. As I swore to give it to your forefathers, to your fathers, so shall this land fall to you as your inheritance. And then Ezekiel chapter 47, verse 23 says, this land you shall divide for yourselves among the tribes of Israel. You shall allot it as a heritage for yourselves and for the strangers who reside among you, the foreigners, the strangers who have begotten children among you. You shall treat them as Israelite citizens, see, because they are converts, so they are accepted into the nation as well. So you should treat them as Israelite citizens. They shall receive allotments along with you among the tribes of Israel. And then we can go over to Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 35. It says, and people will say, the desolate land has become like the Garden of Eden, and the cities that were in ruins and desolate and torn down are now fortified and inhabited. So it says that this new land, this new earth will become like the Garden of Eden. And that's what it was supposed to be in the beginning with Adam and Eve. Even the true Israelites who died thousands of years ago, they will be back on this new land. They will return to the new land also, into the new earth. We know that there were many Israelites that were that were killed by the Assyrians, by the Babylonians, by the Romans, by the racists. Many of them were killed. They will be back, our ancestors. So we want to keep that in mind as well. But then notice in Daniel chapter 12, verse 2, it says here, and many of those asleep in the dust of the earth will wake up, some to everlasting life, and others to reproach and to everlasting contempt. So notice that it says that many of those asleep in the dust of the earth will wake up. See, there's going to be a resurrection. So our forefathers, our ancestors, those who were killed, massacred, killed off thousands of years ago, even 50 years ago, 100 years ago, during the time of our grandparents, great-grandparents, see, they will come back. Won't that be wonderful to see our loved ones again? Our relatives, our families, our brothers, our sisters, our aunts, uncles, our father and mother, grandparents, dear friends, they will be back, as well as the forefathers 1,000 years ago. They will be back. And even Job, remember Job, he talked about this too in chapter 14, verse 13. Remember all the trials that Job was going through? He was one of the greatest of the Orientals. And we know that there was the word of Jehovah even went down into Asia. We're going to do a video about that as well. There are many that are part of the lost tribes that are saying that they are down in China and different places there. But notice what Job says here. He says, "Oh, that in the grave you would conceal me, that you would hide me until your anger passes by, that you would set a time limit for me and remember me. If a man dies, can he live again? I will wait all the days of my compulsory service until my relief comes. You will call, and I will answer you. You will long for the work of your hands." So see there, Job, he knew that even though he would go to the grave, he said there would be a time where he would live again and that Jehovah would call him out of the grave. And so we know that Elijah, the old prophets of old, they did resurrections of the widow's son and other different ones. And so Job, and even in Daniel, mentions about how these ones will come back out of the dust of the ground. So that will be nice when we will see our family members again, as well as many of the natural-born Israelites that were killed and massacred thousands of years ago. And notice too, Isaiah chapter 25. Notice what the prophet Isaiah said in chapter 25, verse 8. He said, "He will swallow up death forever, and the sovereign Lord Jehovah will wipe away the tears from all faces. The reproach of his people he will take away from all the earth, for Jehovah himself has spoken it." So see, even death will be no more. No more death, no more sickness. All those true Hebrew Israelites who died and their descendants living now, who accept Yeshua as the King, will live forever in the land like the Garden of Eden. So we can look forward to that, brothers and sisters. That time is coming very, very soon when we will enjoy paradise, Garden of Eden, under Yeshua. And so we will be able to return to that land. The land will be the whole earth at that time. And the prophecy of God's promise to Abraham, he said, through your seed, he said, all the families of the earth will bless themselves by means of your seed. And so that means all the families that are accepting the blood of Yeshua and are going to follow his direction during that time of great distress that is soon going to be coming on this earth. So we best better be ready for that, friends, because it is going to be coming, where there will be a time of trouble that has never ever happened before and never will again. So we best better be ready for that. And like I said, we are not going to engage in that war. We're not going to take a physical fight. Yeshua and his heavenly armies and his soldiers are in place to bring about that paradise earth. So we will return to that land. We will return to that Garden of Eden that it was supposed to be in the time of Adam and Eva. But they lost out on that hope, but we won't. We are the descendants of Abraham and the descendants of the true Israelites who died then. And so we will be able to enjoy that paradise earth on a paradise earth right here worldwide. It won't just be in the land of Israel, it will be worldwide, that paradise earth. All right. So, friends, be safe and prepare yourselves. Get ready because that great tribulation is coming and all Baal worship will be removed off of this earth for good. And we will be doing another video about that as well. So we want to accept the blood of Yeshua just like the Israelites in the time of Moses. They had to put that blood on the doorpost because Yeshua and Yehovah was passing over. So, dear friends, let's keep this in mind. Let's stay ready for the future events that are going to be happening very, very soon. And we'll be able to see our forefathers, our ancestors coming back in that great resurrection, just like Daniel and Job said, that a man will live again. All right, friends, stay safe.